Yep. He's proven himself to us. A loyal man to our people.
Hello, mister.
Hello again.
Hello?
Come in. You don't sound very well.
I'm not. I think I'm dying.
And I hope you find peace.
I don't know too much about peace.
Apparently not. Thanks to that raid you carried out with my angry son. He is now in jail, apparently awaiting death.
I'm sorry.
I suppose I lack the grandeur of a conventional king.
I don't know too many kings.
Colonel Favors, he has already exacted some measure of revenge for the raid. 2 women were assaulted by his men.
I'm very sorry about all of this.
Yes. Sometimes the correct path, the bravest path, is the least obvious, and also the gentlest. I'm a great disappointment to my son.
Your son seems to want a war.
My son thinks there is glory in death. Maybe he's right, but for me, I saw death being handed out so freely by the most foolish of men, I never could equate it with victory. Glory has come in service. Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know.
I've killed a lot of people. For a whole lot of dumb reasons, and I ain't never seen much glory in it.
Well, your friend, Mr. Vanderlyn, he talks a lot. I don't know him, but my son is easily led.
I'm not sure I get you.
Well, perhaps we could go for a ride. I'm an old man. My whole life I have tried to bring peace.
But I ain't doing so good.
Then maybe you can take pity on my plight. Please, it won't take long. And maybe I can help you with that cough.
Sir! I'm glad I caught you, sir.
Captain Monroe, do you know my friend, Mr. Morgan?
No, sir. I don't have the pleasure.
Arthur Morgan.
It's an honor, sir.
How can I help you, Captain?
I was just in Saint Denis. I spoke with the mayor. It's not good news, I'm afraid. May I ride with you for a little?
Of course. Follow me.
So where are we going?
I want to show you a site up in the mountains that's long been sacred to me. A place for reflection and healing. What is this news, Captain Monroe?
Yes, sir. As I mentioned, I did speak again with the mayor and the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Saint Denis at length. But regrettably, it appears the oil company has already received approval to move forward with drilling on the reservation's land.
I supposed as much. So what does that mean for us now?
I'm not sure just yet. I didn't get the impression anything would be happening for a few months. I'm very sorry, sir. I did everything I could.
I know, Captain.
And I assure you I will continue to do as much as I can. Mr. Morgan, would you have time to help me at all? I would rather certain actions were taken by friends outside the tribe.
Sure, I can help.
That's good news. Thank you. Come meet me on the reservation whenever you can. I'm sorry to be forward, but there's so much to be done. Anyway, gentlemen, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you both soon.
Sure.
Thank you, Captain.
Enjoy the ride.
See? What's left of that bridge over there? I heard about it being destroyed. Do you know if that was also my son's doing?
No, I'm pretty sure he had nothing to do with that one.
Well, I fear they will find a way to blame it on us anyway. We'll continue on this way. I'm going to look for some herbs to give you. See the wolves over there feasting on that horse? Brutality and beauty are both all around us. Yet so often we're unable to see past our own grievances. This is what I try to teach my son.
Yeah! Go on, get out of here!
Good. There was no need to harm them. We can talk if you want, Mr. Morgan. But don't feel like you have to. Let's go! Come on. Let's stay together. So, where was I? It's a beautiful ride ahead if you need some time to think.
So, I ain't exactly sure why I'm here. I guess our situations have become tangled.
Let's go. We can rest when we get there. Yes, my son is in jail.
I'm sure Charles will find a way to help Eagle Flies, but I think you know something of Dutch by now.
Yes, I know enough.
Dutch seems hell-bent on making your son's fight his own. And it just feels to me like he ain't doing it all out of solidarity.
What else does he have to gain from it?
I ain't quite sure yet. He's kind of unwound right now.
Okay. Let me give this some more thought. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Well, you got no reason to thank me.
Yeah. Hold! Hold up a moment. Some of the plants I need will be growing down here. Yeah. This is what I was looking for. English mace. Okay, let's continue on.
So, conditions are that bad on the reservation?
Yes. This conflict with Colonel Favors and his regiment at Fort Wallace continues to worsen. Many of the elders are sick, and the young feel that any compromise is an admittance of defeat.
Yeah, compromise ain't an easy thing to learn.
I felt like that once, too. I was there 20 years ago for all the fighting, and I saw where it led. But my people come to me for answers, and I have none. I cannot even guide my own son. It is hard to tell someone who is being treated unfairly not to fight back.
Dutch used to tell me that revenge was a fool's game. But now, feels like he's developed a compulsion for it.
Any action without violence is difficult, especially when my son is involved. But when the intent becomes violence, that's when the cycle begins again.
Yeah, I've been in that cycle my whole life.
Wait, stop here. I want to pick some ginseng. This will combine well. Wait there. I'll put these in your saddlebag. Mix these together. They taste awful, but it'll help to keep your strength up. All right, let's go. It's not much further now. Look out!
And that feller, Monroe, how you know him?
Captain Monroe was reassigned here from a regiment in the north. Apparently, the news of our conflict has spread all the way to Washington. He's a good man. He wants to help.
Well, I guess that's something at least.
The army aren't all bad men. Just as my people aren't all good. But this Colonel Favors, he walks an old line. He's obstinate and he hates Monroe. Huh? He's obstinate and he hates Monroe. I just hope between us we can work this out. It's just up ahead. What's happened? No! It can't be. No! They destroyed everything! I need to find the Chanupa. Who would do this?
Someone who wanted to enrage you.
Help me look around, please. The Chanupa is gone.
Of course. What is it?
A ceremonial pipe. There must be some clues to what happened here. This is a place of peace. What reason would they have? More over
There's
here.
some whiskey here.
Mr. Morgan! An empty bottle of whiskey.
Well, if they drank all that, they couldn't have gotten too far.
Yeah, well, still no sign of the Chanupa. Look there! Smoke! Do you have any binoculars? Oh, there they are. These brave men. Some of Colonel Favor's men. They must have been the ones who did this.
Are you surprised this happened?
Not at all. But I hope we were past this.
Well, you got land they want. Land with oil.
They moved us here. They've taken everything we had. I signed 3 treaties myself, and they've broken each one. Now they've taken the last hope. Now my people are going to want a war. A war they can't win.
Not if I get it back.
Get it back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in, get your Chanupa. No one will be any the wiser.
Would you do that?
Well, you can't go. They know why you'd come.
I don't have any money.
Nah, I don't need your money.
Please see if they have our sacred items. But try not to hurt anyone.
Look!
like him much.
He always seemed like a decent enough fella to me.
Exactly. That's the problem. Monroe went to West Point. Favors never made it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Engines. Just seems so silly, though.
I know. Who wants to fight them? Who cares? My uncle married an Indian anyway. She seemed nice enough.
An Indian?
Sure looked like one. From up near the Canadian border someplace.
Canada? They got Indians in Canada.
Tons of them. And French folk, too.
No. Is France near Canada, then?
No. France is near... France. Well, it's in France. Indians is from here.
What's wrong with this horse? Hey, I heard something. Who's there? Fellas, stop it! Over here! This smells like a meat
Hey, boy. Giddy up.
Please tell me you found it.
Here, I I got your things, I think.
Yes, thank you.
I'm very sorry about this.
Even sacred things are only things. People, the heart, matter more. Was anyone hurt?
Yes.
It's a bad business. I should not have let you do this for me. But perhaps it will stop a bigger massacre. With these, maybe I can calm my people. Maybe I can calm my son.
I hope so.
Thank you. Take those herbs I gave you, please. And most of all, I hope you can find peace within yourself.
He's a man who, not so long ago, I would have found weak and pathetic. Now I see as wise and thoughtful and sensible. He's a man who, not so long ago, I would have found weak. How are you, boy? Hey!
Who's there?
you coping with all this?
You're a wrong man. A wrong man.
Sounds about right.
There's something not right with you. Are you
Morning, Arthur.
mind your man? I've minded them long enough. None of our problems is my fault. None at all. So you watch your damn tongue.
I'm happy you are well. Yes.
Viejo.
Hey.
Morning, I suppose.
Dear sir, you were once very kind to Beau and myself, and it pains me to ask you to show us further kindness. But I have nowhere else to turn, and nobody else upon whom I can impose. I will, of course, pay you handsomely for your troubles. My family have turned quite mad and are threatening to send me away to stop my work, which they say is disgracing them. As if their history of absolute moral depravity, utter debauchery, and perpetual drunkenness did not disgrace them enough. I must escape, yet I am kept prisoner here. Can you help? Most days I am to be found at the cabins on the plantation, the main house and all it stood for.
I hope people don't fight anymore this morning.
I don't like the sound of this.
All I'm saying, something happens, we get split up, we meet there. 01 Gila Dam, all right?
All right.
Mrs. Adler?
You okay?
Peachy?
You sure?
No, I ain't sure.
You still working?
Is anybody still working? The whole goddamn place full of people bickering, fighting and lying. It makes me real sad.
I know. I need someone to ride with me.
Do what?
Finish off them O'Driscolls. I hear the last of them is holed up at Hanging Dog Ranch.
I don't have it in me no more. I saw Colm swing. I just don't care.
I was a married woman. You know what they did to me. And to my husband? Like, you're the only one of these fools that I trust. I've got to do this.
I'll tell you what, I'll do it. But there's something you could help me with.
Sure.
You, me, and John. This whole thing is pretty much done, but Dutch still has our money hidden away, so...
How do you mean?
When the time comes, just be
What
ready.
do you mean?
I mean, if we can get out of here with money. You and me, we ain't... We're more ghosts than people.